Hi, I'm Mike Merznick from Posit Science, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Fall Prevention Week. And you probably don't know it, but Fall Prevention Week is upon us, and it's important, and you should think about it because falls represent a serious medical hazard, you could say, to everyone, especially everyone of an older age. And it turns out about 2 million people every year have a serious fall that leads up to a hospital emergency room. Think about that in the U.S. Or there's every third person over 65 has a significant fall, a serious fall, in which they're at risk. And that means that in your forward life, going forward from your 65th birthday, you're in for quite a few of them. Falls in which you cannot stop yourself. You basically cannot prevent yourself from falling and being subject to injury. This is actually a very significant cause of death in older people. And it's also a very significant cause of injury because very often when you have a serious fall, you break something. Falling is the most common cause in older individuals of moderate to severe brain trauma. So traumatic brain injury is a very common consequence of falling. About a third of falls lead to some level of brain injury or brain trauma that is significant. It makes a difference in your life. And also about 90% of people that have break their hip, guess how they break it? Well, how else would they break it? Well, a small percentage comes from automobile accidents and other accidents like this, but actually 9 out of 10 cases of a broken hip are induced by falling. And of course, when you're older, you have brittle bones, alas. And brittle bones means that osteoporosis is a common contributor to breaking that bone. It doesn't necessarily have to be the hip. It can be the skull. It can be a limb. And let's face it, getting over that when you're older takes more time and can be very traumatic. My mother had such an injury, required a hip surgery when she was older, and she took months and months to recover because when you have to undergo this sort of traumatic surgery when you're older, or recover from such a traumatic injury can take a long time and have a real set of serious mental consequences as well as physical consequences. And it's not very fun to spend a significant part of your older life chair-bound. Not good for your brain health, not good for your physical health. So fall prevention is important for these and many other practical reasons. Let's work on it. Let's try to figure out what you can do practically to keep you safer, to reduce the probability that you will fall in a way that might harm you and set back your older, happy life.